CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Brendan Purdy.
I feel like we're going to find him. Maybe it might take a while, but I know we will find Samuel, and I know he's going to get his justice.
Tonight on CTV News, the search for Samuel Bird. Police are now calling his disappearance criminal. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Edmonton police are now classifying the disappearance of Edmonton team Samuel Bird as criminal. The lead detective says based on the totality of information that police have gathered, they believe Samuel is dead. And that's the basis for labeling his disappearance as criminal.
I feel like we're going to find him. Maybe it might take a while, but I know we will find Samuel, and I know he's going to get his justice. I mean, those people can run, but they can't hide. It's going to follow them forever, and I can't imagine what they're going through because of, I hope they see his face.
Investigators believe Bird's body was likely disposed of no more than 150 kilometers from Edmonton within hours of his disappearance. They provided the following map and say they believe his body is on land and steps were likely taken to conceal it. Police have conducted 3 searches in the area using specialized personnel and canine units. They're now calling on hunters and outdoors enthusiasts to be on the lookout for Bird's remains, urging landowners in the area to check wells, culverts, and other areas of their properties.
It's based on what I would call evidence, but also intelligence that we've collected during the investigation. It's certainly not an exact science, okay? We're just trying to narrow the scope of future searches.
Police say Bird was last seen on a surveillance video walking through the Holy Cross school grounds around 8:30 p.m. on June 1st. He then went to a friend's house in the Kenora neighborhood where a search warrant was executed in September. A fire destroyed that house earlier this week. Police have since found a van that they believe is connected to the fire. The search to find a 6-year-old boy who disappeared in the Crow's Nest Pass area more than a week ago has been called off. RCMP say Darius McDougall is now presumed dead. The autistic boy was reported missing when he didn't return from a walk with 6 young family members more than a week ago. Helicopters, dogs, and underwater teams were used to search 22 square kilometers of mountain terrain. Investigators insist their work will continue until Darius is found. They're now relying on tips from the public. A strike looks more and more likely come Monday after teachers rejected the government's latest contract offer earlier this week. The province has added new measures should teachers walk off the job. CTV's Gates Guarin has more on what students and parents can expect.
It's going to be even tougher until everything gets sorted out with this whole thing.
Sebastian Bartlett walking his kids to school Wednesday. But next week, classrooms could look as empty as this one. Teachers overwhelmingly voting down the latest offer on Monday, 89.5% of members saying no to the deal on the table.
It tells me that they know what they want to see out of a collective agreement and that they're willing to stand up for it.
With teachers prepared to walk off the job first thing next week, the province is offering support to some parents while kids are at home. Families would receive $30 per child for each day the strike rolls on. You must be a parent or guardian of a child under 12 who is enrolled in public, separate, or francophone schools to be eligible. You must also be registered on the parent portal with alberta.ca to access the money. One Labour expert says these payments from the government serve as a distraction.
It feels like it's probably just an attempt to try and shift public opinion on the issue rather than try and solve the problem. What they should be doing is getting back to the table and talking to the union about how do we get a new deal.
Alberta Teachers Association President Jason Schilling says conversations at the bargaining table can happen at any point, but a strike feels like the next step.
If government is unwilling to move from what they positioned themselves with last week, we would have to just sit down and see.
If teachers do strike on Monday, they technically won't be hitting the picket lines as they don't receive strike pay. Schilling says teachers will be holding rallies and demonstrations, allowing the public to join. The first rally scheduled for Sunday morning at the legislature. Gates Guarin, CTV News, Edmonton.
We're still waiting for an updated comment from the province. If there is a strike, the city will offer pop-up day camps. The city says the camps will provide a safe and educational environment for elementary-age kids. Camps at the Valley Zoo, John Walter Museum, Fort Edmonton Park, and White Mud Park will begin on Monday. A camp at the Muttart starts Tuesday. The city says kids must register for a full week of programming. Prices vary vary between $180 and $290 depending on the location and date. No payment is required to join a waiting list. The camps will only run if teachers strike and if schools are closed. Edmonton Elections is warning that there could be complications to the upcoming municipal election, all due to the Canada Post strike. It's working on solutions to minimize those disruptions. That includes not mailing voter information cards to eligible voters and households.
Fortunately, we have an alternative. If you go to edmonton.ca/4voters and use the Find Your Voting Station tool, you simply have to enter your address. You're going to get all the same ward information, voting station location, and the dates for both your advance vote and how to vote on election day.
Special ballots are still being offered for those who can't vote during advance voting or on election day. You can apply online or in person. The province is proposing a new pipeline to the BC coast. The Premier says the new project aims to strengthen Canada's energy infrastructure and drive future economic growth. As CTV's Tim Brook explains, there's still a ways to go before more oil can flow.
Premier Danielle Smith hasn't held back her feelings about a new crude pipeline to northwest BC.
What stands before us right now is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to unlock our wealth of resources and become a world-leading energy superpower.
So far, no private company has stepped forward to bankroll a new pipeline. So Wednesday, Smith announced she'll lead the process to build the application for a 1 million barrel per day pipeline.
If we fix the investment climate and get an agreement with the federal government to move forward on this on the major projects list, that proponents will step up and it will be built with private sector money.
The province will work with 3 Canadian operators, Enbridge, Trans Mountain, and Southbow. The group will research a route and eventually put together an application. Smith is convinced by the time that proposal is done, the feds and Indigenous groups will be on board and private investments will come.
The fact that we're engaging early and we're being transparent and having very respectful conversations certainly helps.
For now, the province is putting up $14 million of taxpayer funds to support early planning work.
It's going to be a real tough go because the private sector, despite all the egging on of Alberta, has not been willing to step up on its own. We've seen so many things fail.
And of course, others will have a say.
Premier Smith continues to advance a project that is entirely taxpayer funded, has no private sector proponent, is not a real project, and is incredibly alarming to British Columbians.
Smith says she did give BC's Premier a courtesy call earlier this week, but that hasn't convinced him. And Smith is well aware her government can't do this alone.
I have not publicly opposed any project that has been proposed by any of my premierial counterparts. This is a test of whether Canada works as a country.
Tim Brook, CTV News, Calgary.
Consultation work has already begun. Smith wants to get this to Ottawa in time to make the next major projects list. CTV News has reached out to the PM's office on this proposal and is awaiting a response. A grade 12 student in Calgary wants a personal apology after he was told he needed to be spanked during the final in-person Alberta Next town hall.
Evan, I applaud you coming here to speak. I don't applaud how you're trying to speak. It's not making any sense. So we're going to move along. I know you'd love some chaos, but your parents should turn you over your knee. Let's go over here.
That's rude. That's rude.
The comments were made Monday night to Evan Lee by moderator and executive director of the Premier's office, Bruce McAllister. The 17-year-old's microphone was cut when he started asking a question about the looming teacher strike. McAllister posted an apology on X, and the Premier called the comments off color. Lee says he's disappointed that nobody from the province has reached out to him directly. He also doesn't believe questions should be censored during a public forum.
The moderator made some unacceptable comments towards me, which I find very deplorable, and it's not something that the government should be doing, especially because Alberta is viewed as a democracy around the world, and it's embarrassing for Alberta that the government is taking such action.
CTV News has reached out to McAllister and the Premier's office. They did not provide further comment. Alberta now has the lowest minimum wage in our country. 5 provinces increased their minimum wages today. Their increases were tied to Canada's growing consumer price index, which is an indicator of inflation. Alberta's minimum wage is still sitting at $15 an hour. It hasn't changed since 2018. The Premier says Alberta has the highest youth unemployment rate and claims that raising minimum wage would make it harder for them to find jobs. The Edmonton Oilers have picked up a goaltender from the Utah Mammoth. Connor Ingram is joining the Oilers organization. The 28-year-old has played 102 career NHL games and has 39 wins under his belt. The team's general manager says that Ingram will start the year with the Oilers' AHL farm team.
Plan for him is to go to Bakersfield. He's not been in training camp right now, so we need to get him going, get him, up to speed. And so I just spoke to him a few minutes ago, and he's excited for a new opportunity, for a fresh start.
It's an insurance policy in case there are injuries or whatever happens, but here we feel there's a...
The head coach says Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard will be the Oilers' goalies to start the season. Now your Oilers are hosting a pair of parties in the Fan Park once the NHL regular season begins. The first party goes at 5 next Wednesday ahead of the Oilers' home opener against obvious arch rivals, the Calgary Flames. The second tailgate is Saturday, October 11th, before the Vancouver Canucks visit Rogers Place. Both pregame parties include music, food, drinks, and an autograph session with Oilers alumni. Admission is free, and anyone can attend, whether you have a game ticket or not. Grab your cowboy boots and denim, folks, as the Canadian Finals Rodeo rides into Edmonton. A 4-day event is bringing some of the top rodeo talent to our city. Miriam Valdez-Carletti was in Ice District for the CFR kickoff tailgate party.
This maneuver is called ranch sorting. 2 riders on horseback work in teams to move cattle from one pen to another, working against the clock.
It is actually quite difficult to do, but it's a great sport for beginners to start because there's different levels and you can start at whatever level you're comfortable with.
Robert Bruno is here from Manitoba. It's his first time competing at the Canadian Finals Rodeo.
So to be able to come to the biggest sorting and to be part of the CFR and compete at this level is phenomenal. It's a milestone. It's definitely was on the bucket list.
The national competition brings in some of the best rodeo talent across Canada.
Sometimes they're doing 2 rodeos on the same weekend just to try and make sure they get enough points to make it to Edmonton.
The main action will be inside Rogers Place.
You'll have things like bull riding, saddle bronc, bareback. We also have novice programs on steer wrestling.
The CFR is expected to draw thousands to the city. Explore Edmonton estimates the CFR will have a $32 million economic impact.
We certainly get a lot of Edmontonians, but we also get a lot of people from Western Canada and Canada. Some people traveling in from the U.S. So events like this are huge for our economy.
You're good after the second, 1 more to go.
Those inside the corral say the sports have meaning beyond the excitement.
Really family orientated, so as you see, there's kids competing out here, there's old people like me, there's young people, it's a good community.
And a chance to see something new, especially if it's your first rodeo.
I want to get her into it one day, so.
On top of the action in the dirt, the Edmonton Expo was hosting a trade show all weekend.
You can still get tickets to CFR, which runs until Saturday, and the tailgate party is free every day and starts at 4:30. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
You can still get your tickets for CFR, which runs through Saturday. The tailgate is free and starts at 4:30. Just ahead, an ostrich farm odyssey. RCMP arrests an ostrich farm supporter in BC. Plus, a beluga-sized breakdown. Ottawa nixes Marineland's attempt to export 30 whales to China.
If we want these whales to survive, we have to move them somewhere.
Good evening, folks. Into the mid to upper teens today, and for the next couple of days, we get 17 here at Edmonton this afternoon, and then we had some showers and thunderstorms on October 1st through the evening hours. Through the cool air, 11s and 12s across the north. We'll see temperatures in that range this weekend. We'll look at your forecast in just a few minutes.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
welcome back. Oh, sorry, folks. Supporters of a BC ostrich farm who have set up camp to protect the flock are being linked to accusations of an attack. The Mounties arrested a man who allegedly tried to set fire to an elderly neighbor and her home. CTV's Judy Trin has the exclusive details.
What is going on? We're dealing with another issue altogether.
Last week, when the RCMP descended on the Universal Ostrich Farm to assist the Canadian Food Inspection Agency in a planned cull, the Mounties were sidetracked by a chilling 911 call.
I was so into the fear that I was going to get lit on fire.
Lois Wood says that just after sunrise, she saw a masked man dressed in black pouring gas around her home. When she confronted him, the intruder threw gas on her. The 72-year-old went into fight mode.
This is primal. This is survival. And I bit his upper arm as hard as I could, and he punched me in the face and knocked me down.
Wood's home is next to the ostrich farm. Since the government ordered the flock destroyed after avian flu was detected,
You know this is wrong.
dozens of supporters have set up camp to protect the birds. Police say they have arrested a suspect.
We believe he was attached to the protest camp.
A Conservative MP is also urging the Agriculture Minister to stop the slaughter and is cautioning supporters to stay calm.
Any violence or anything off that moves from the beaten path of peaceful protest is going to result in bad things for the ostriches. Political support will dry up.
The farm's owners say they helped remove the suspect and that their supporters are not a threat. In a statement, spokesperson Katie Pisitny questioned why mainstream media would choose to publish a negative and false representation of the farm, just as the country's highest court was weighing whether it deserved a chance at justice. The cull of more than 300 birds is currently on hold. The Supreme Court will decide later this week if it will hear the farm's appeal to overturn a government order to destroy the birds. Judy Trin, CTV News, Ottawa.
The federal government has denied a request from Marineland to export 30 beluga whales to an aquarium in China. The decision was slammed by the Ontario theme park, which says it has few options left to care for the mammals. As CTV's Heather Wright reports, the fate of the whales is now in limbo.
The last captive whales in Canada are behind these gates. Marineland, the zoo and amusement park near Niagara Falls, Ontario, had requested an export permit to send its 30 beluga whales to the Chimelong Ocean Kingdom in China, which today was denied by Ottawa as it would have kept the whales in captivity just on another continent.
It is not okay to keep them in captivity for entertainment purposes.
In a statement, Marineland said it was profoundly disappointed in the federal government's decision, saying it leaves them with no ability to pay for the whales' continued feeding and care. The park has not been open in more than a year and is currently up for sale. At least 20 whales have died here since 2019, and in 2021, the province said all marine mammals living here were in distress. One option for the Marineland belugas is to send them to a proposed sanctuary in Nova Scotia. But that sanctuary is not open and has yet to receive the lease and approvals necessary. Melissa Matlow with World Animal Protection is calling on politicians to do what they can to get it up and running.
I believe the sanctuary is ready to accept the whales within a year. I mean, it takes that amount of time to condition whales for transport anyway.
Today, Ontario Premier Doug Ford said the government will do what it can to find the whales a new home.
If we want these whales to survive, we have to move them somewhere.
The fisheries minister said today she is open to other options, but there aren't many easy ones. These whales cannot be released into the wild, and experts say some of them are likely not healthy enough to be moved. Heather Wright, CTV News, Niagara Falls, Ontario.
After the break, amending fences and building community. A mural goes up on a St. Albert fence.
This is my home. I live in St. Albert, and it's important to me to be a part of the community and do what I can to make it right.
Coming up Thursday on Your Morning, we learn about a trailblazing jazz singer from our city that you've likely never heard of, and we'll talk to the all-new panel of judges from Master Chef Canada ahead of the season premiere.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Programming brought to you by the music of Star Wars with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com.
Welcome back. 8 degrees this morning, 5 degrees warmer than average, and 3 degrees above average this afternoon, 17. Your daytime high, then you had those showers and thunderstorms rumble through. I don't think we'll see any of that tomorrow, at least not here in Edmonton. We should be mainly sunny through the day, but look off to the northeast. You'd see some showers from Lac La Biche east towards Cold Lake through the morning, midday hours. Then you get some clearing later in the afternoon. Our best chance here in Edmonton for some more showers comes late Friday. We'll start Friday with some sunshine. Clouds will increase, rolling in from the northwest through Friday afternoon. You get some showers across the north through Friday afternoon. And along this cold front, a chance of showers Friday evening here in the city. Behind that cold front, temperatures drop back to around average for the weekend. Big cool down on the way. 4s in Fort McMurray and Grand Prairie tomorrow morning, about 2 degrees in Red Deer, 5 in Edmonton. Maybe in the mid-teens across most of the north tomorrow. Chance of some patchy fog early in the day in the Grand Prairie region. Mainly sunny for Edson as well as Red Deer. You'll see a few clouds in Jasper. Red Deer, not quite as warm as the 21 that you had today, but still above average. Close to 20, Lloydminster, Coronation. And again, around Lloydminster, you might see some patchy fog through the morning hours. Here in Edmonton, sunny with a few clouds, light wind, 18 degrees tomorrow, 18 Friday with some increasing cloud, chance of showers Friday evening, and there's your cool down for the weekend. In fact, you have a -1 in the forecast for Sunday morning. Temperatures in the 12 or 13 degree range for daytime highs. It has been a while since we had daytime highs below 15 degrees. Didn't have any of them in the entire month of September, but there are more on the way, not just for this weekend, but for the Thanksgiving weekend as well. There's a little bit of a warm-up, back close to 20 Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, but we're going to see a gradual cool down more and more in the forecast here as we make our way through October. That is your forecast.
A family's fence is usually a dividing line in our communities. Tonight, it's bringing a neighborhood in St. Albert together. A fence was covered with graffiti until a stranger stepped in with an act of kindness. CTV's Merrick Takash explains.
Cars are passing by a new mural on Sturgeon Road in St. Albert. Just days ago, the same fence was covered in graffiti.
Isn't it cool? It's almost like a bit of a camouflage. But that's something subtle, something, a little more natural looking, I think, as well.
Robert Murray saw a post on Facebook about the fence being vandalized. He decided to offer a helping hand.
I offered to cover over the graffiti with a mural at no charge. Because this is my home. I live in St. Albert, and it's important to me to be a part of the community and do what I can to make it right.
Kevin Nansen and his family own the fence. They're thankful for his help.
It was awesome. It didn't take him very long, and he did a great job, so we really, really loved it.
The painting was a collaboration between Murray and the Nansen family.
I spoke with the homeowner, and I sent some pictures to her and said, you choose what you think is appropriate for your fence, and she chose a fall setting.
Murray says he painted the mural as a gesture of payback to the same community that's done so much for him.
It makes a big difference in the community, for sure. You see something that doesn't quite look right, then somebody comes up and helps you clean it up. It's a fantastic thing.
A painting the Nansen family and their neighbors will get to enjoy over the winter. Merrick Takash, CTV News, St. Albert.
All right, folks, our final story tonight, a feat worth celebrating. A new champ has been crowned during Fat Bear Week. And Chunk is a towering brown bear, very towering at that, who swept away the competition despite a broken jaw that is still healing. This is his first win after narrowly finishing in second place in 3 previous years. Chunk's weight is estimated at 1,200 pounds. Oh my gosh, that is a whole lot of bear. All righty, folks, that is all from us on this Wednesday night. Thank you so much for wrapping up your day with us here on CTV Edmonton. I'm off for the next week, but Naramanisa will have you covered for all of your late night news needs, and I'll see you around next time. Until then, take care and goodbye for now.